Hello, bestie. It's Sue Coco, your divine oracle, here again with a very important message that I want to deliver to you. All right, so if you are seeing this video, and I am picking up for a lot of people, it might be your first time on this channel or even like watching videos like this. So let that be a confirmation for some of the collective that it's like you don't really like watch videos like this, or it's like the very first time you're like, for some reason the algorithm picked this up and you're just like curious and you're like, okay. For the majority of you guys, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. Let's jump right in. The messages I was getting as I was like shuffling the cards, I shuffled off camera because I literally got a message from Spirit being like, shuffle them 7 times to like break karmic patterns. And as I was shuffling, every time I would cut the deck, the karmic patterns I was seeing that you were breaking through. We got death at the bottom of the deck. And then I just feel like the energy coming forward for the majority of the collective right now is you guys can feel that something is approaching and you're getting very excited. And it's like this very, very excitable energy right now. And so yeah, right off the bat, we're getting the card of karma. Karma, there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. And that's crazy, first of all, that I'm getting the karma card, but then also I literally heard while I was shuffling like I split and then cut where you like fold the cards into each other. I did that 7 times, and literally I heard from Spirit, God, the universe. For me, it's all the same source. So it's like literally I heard from Spirit. It's like cut the deck 7 times to break the karma, and you're undergoing a transformation, and you're breaking away from what was it? You're breaking away from conflict. It's like you felt as if you've had to defend your position or defend something that you're creating. I'm really picking up an energy that this is a collective of creators. You can be business people, entrepreneurs, influencers. You're trying to build something, and you can feel like almost like that feeling in your gut that something is about to happen. Like I can feel it's going to take off, even though it's not, like you may not be seeing growth. It's like when you plant a seed, right? Like if you're a farmer or like you have a garden, you plant a seed and it's like, oh, like what are we doing? Like, oh, you know what I mean? The next day you don't go, if you plant a tomato seed, the next day you don't go to your garden and expect a tomato plant. It'll be like, I don't know how like long seeds take to grow, like a month before you even see the little sprouts start to grow. Like, funny story, if you're here, you know I love to share my stories. In high school, we had this one science class where we were supposed to grow like lima beans, but we did them in like clear plastic cups. And we had like the lima bean and there was like tissue around it, and like you could see the bean and there was tissue around it because we were supposed to spray water on it, and we put it like in the sunny part of the classroom, and like every day we had to water the lima beans by like spraying them with water. And like for like a month we were doing this and they weren't growing, not like they weren't sprouting. We could see the lima beans, and it's like my teacher was like, oh, maybe we should do like a second batch because they're not growing. And literally the next day they started to sprout. Like the whole class is lima beans, everybody had their, and they just started to grow. And that's an energy that's coming forward, and it's like, you know, it's gonna happen in like almost a divine timing. And it's like, maybe you've never said the words like, I know it'll be in divine timing, but there's this energy of knowing that like it's going to happen. And there is an energy of like fulfilling childhood, like some sort of wish you had in your childhood that was like a sparkle, that was a joy, that was like really lit you up from the inside. And this work feels more like play. This, whatever it is you're doing, it's feeling more like play. So we're gonna just jump right into it. There's a correcting of your karma. We did, when I was shuffling, there were the energy coming forward of the 5 of Wands, the Empress, and the 9 of Pentacles. And like, okay, like we're really getting into it now. So I do have, if you see me looking to the side, I feel like such an elderly person. I printed off, because I love the Celtic crossbread, but I always forget like what the cards are. And I printed this and I'm like, I didn't expect it to print so big. Like, look at that. I'm an old man, what the heck? I feel like it, like the font is so big and it's like, oh my god. But I mean, it'll do. It'll do, pig. It'll do. Anybody like Babe, Pig in the City? Anyways, so we're gonna just jump right in. Let me just correct my little dinosaur. All right. The heart of the matter, the current situation right now, is forward momentum and it is victory. There's this energy of you making progress. So right now in your life, you are making progress. You are making the moves forward, and there's this energy of you finding balance. There's this energy of you, like, it just feels as if you had a string of bad luck. There has been like setback after setback after setback. And like, let me know if this resonates in the comments down below. I just feel like there was somebody who like did drop shipping. Like a lot of times you were going after like the get rich quick scheme. And what you actually learned along the way is that the shortcut is the long road. That the shortcut is the hard work. The shortcut is showing up every day, putting your head down, getting the work done, and actually gaining mastery. This is, you are feeling celebrated and like almost as if this skill you've picked up, this whatever it is you've learned, it could even be like self-confidence, being able to stand in your own authority and being able to speak your truth and defend your point of view, no longer allowing people to walk all over you. There is a part of the collective where finally you're able to see your self-worth. So let that, you're gonna know, if this is you, very much so. And it's like, it wasn't necessarily an external thing happening. It's finally you got fed up with people treating you like crap. Like you got fed up with people talking down to you. You got fed up with like being treated like a second class citizen. I'm feeling where it's like you could see other people were getting better treatment, and it was almost as if you were waiting, when is my turn? And honestly, it's as if you woke up one morning and you realized the chariot is there. I simply need to get on the chariot and go. And the energy very much so is almost as if like when you like, the term fake it till you make it, but it's not even faking it. Like you see your value, you see your transformation, you've picked yourself up, you've dusted yourself off, and you're saying like, I am somebody. And you don't need validation from anybody else to see it. So now you're actually making progress. You're making a path forward for yourself. You're very self-driven and self-motivated. And the key to this right now is really to trust your instincts, is really to decide whether these decisions that are happening and you're coming across, is it aligned with who you feel you are? And it's almost as if like, what's really coming forward is, it's like, no matter what, you get to decide who you are. Every morning that you rise, you choose, am I a winner today? What will I put up with? And it's like, yes, you may have like a bad day, but it's like you go to sleep and you wake up and you rise and you're like, we're not going to make those same mistakes again. There is a very, very self-assured energy here, but there's a very balanced, like emotionally control. You're finding yourself no longer like giving into, like when people try to like pull you into like an argument or whatever. It's very much like you're finding your own mastery. Mastery is something that's coming forward. So what is the challenge in this situation right now? It is your emotions. It is trying to master, like, there could just be people that like will always be able to trigger you no matter what. And it's like, I do have to share this. God's telling me like, you got to share this. It's like, for me, one of those people is like my mom. Like, you know what it is like with parents, they always see you as a kid. And like, no matter like how much you grow, how much you make, what position you have in a job, how much you grow, they're always going to see you as a child and treat you as a child, no matter if you've proven that you can get everything. She always tries to like micromanage. Love her to death, but like, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. And it's like, okay, like, I can allow this to trigger me, or I can just like see the humor in it. And it's very much being in the moment of, like, I always see this fire of like, when you allow yourself to get really enraged, I'm seeing a lot of fire and passion and an inability to control your emotions, and that might be the only hindrance in your success, because this is like, I really do feel this is a very financially connected reading. This is a reading because it's like you're on this like war path, but like not war path, but like you are very, very determined and you have your sights set. this is coming so strongly and so clearly. Like, I honestly feel you're so aligned with, like, God, spirit, universe, whatever resonates with you. You're so aligned with God right now that it's like obstacles are moving out of your way. You're making a path forward, and you're like on this dead set path. The only thing that could be a hiccup or like steer you the wrong direction is allowing your emotions to get the better of you. Like allowing melancholy, depression, or like I'm not seeing results, and allowing that to like kind of like take the wind out of your sails. Or even if you're on this path and you're doing it, and then somebody comes along and they're like, oh, what are you doing? You're not doing it, then you're sitting at home and blah blah, and you're working on your business. That, you know what I mean? And that they pull you into an argument, and that throws you out of this thing you're cultivating. I'm really just seeing the image of a shooting star, of like things are being aligned for a wish coming true. But it's so paramount. So like this is a timeless reading, but when you see this video, you've got a window. And this is what you have to capitalize on it right now. And the big factor is it's being in control of your emotions. So I want you to kind of see whenever somebody kind of like pisses you off or like gets you fired up or like throws you out of it and you're like not in the correct energy, it's as if you're getting on a horse and the horse is leading you astray. So the horse is your anger, is your sadness, is the emotion, right? And you're sitting on it and the horse is leading you down a path. And it's like, you could be consciously aware, or you're just so in it that you just feel it's like you're allowing the horse to lead you. And then when you come out of your emotion and you look around, you're like, where the heck am I? And you get off the horse and you're like, okay, where am I? It is recognizing what's happening, right? It's recognizing the anger, the rage, the sadness. And instead of giving into the emotion, utilizing your mind and like taking yourself out of it and being like, okay, like what do I actually want to happen? What's going on here? Instead of facing it with the emotion, face the situation with curiosity. Be like, actually, what's going on? How do I feel? Check in with yourself and really kind of like do those things that get you out of the emotion and get you into thought and thinking and rationality. Because right now, what is guiding you, yes, there is an emotional factor, but it's the higher emotions. You don't want to dwell and live in the lower emotions, in the rage, in the muck, right? Because you are very much lotus energy of like the swamp and the grime and the grit and all of this, and you're rising up and you're about to bloom, but don't let the environment poison you and your progress. So what is it you need to focus on right now? It is creating a very, very, very stable, happy, like, center. Like, I'm hearing the word of, like, what was it? Oh, like, when you're about to do something, and I lost it. But it's like, you really want to create it's almost like a safe space, but, like, a safe, like, battle station, almost, where it's like, this is your, like, where you operate from, and it could be a physical environment. This is my happy space. I call this the garden of the goddess. Like, look at beautiful. I am beautiful here. It's beautiful here. Everything's good here. I'm so able to align my energies, able to open up. My full spirit is able to like bloom, and I'm able to receive messages from the divine here. And so it's almost like you need to be doing that too. Really focus, and I'm really getting the word home. Where feels like home for you, and cultivate that. For a lot of the collective, that could be your workspace. You guys are very hard workers, or whatever you're doing, it's something that does not feel like work. It feels like play. There is so much like joy and anticipation and excitement, and it's like you need to just focus on that feeling rather than like, this is how you know this message is not for you. If you are too focused on the end result of like wealth, abundance, money, and you don't care about the work you're doing, this is not the message for you. If you are really focused on, and I really do feel like this collective is aligned with this uplifting of like, you are trying to do something that is going to collectively raise the vibration of everybody. And I literally got a flash in my head right there of who sang that anxiety cover? Oh my god, she won album of the year I think last year. And she did the cover of like Anxiety from Gautier, whatever his name was. Oh my god, I'm just gonna look her up real quick. I cannot believe I can see her image in my mind, but I'm like, what's her name? Oh my god, I'm having such Brain fog, anxiety. Song. Oh my god. Doechii. Doechii. I had an image of Doechii where she had been making music for years. And it wasn't until there's this book called The Artist's Journey, The Artist's Way. If you're an artist, I really recommend you guys using that. I've used it for myself and like with tarot. So it's like you can use it for so many things. It really helped to build my intuition, but she used that to really get in tune with herself and release this music that was so like vulnerable and so her. And that's when it started aligning with people and her career blew up. And that's the same energy I'm getting for you. So you musicians out there that are watching this, the more the music is like for you and not for anybody else and like so aligned with yourself, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find your home. And you need to focus right now this is the message. What you really need to focus on right now is building the home. It's like build it and they will come. Build that space that is welcoming, that is inviting, and the right people will find their way to you. You're putting out an energy of like homecoming. Like this is for, I'm hearing this really loud and clear. Like my weirdos, my outcasts, my people who have not been seen before. Like this is your home. Like that is kind of the energy. It's like you're really, really starting to appeal to a group of people that have not seen like representation. And it's like, you're not appealing to the mass market or the mass audience, but the thing is, what it is you're doing and like catering to that niche that is very, very emotionally connected to you is going to get you the notoriety and the bigger thing. And it's going to open the world up. Like it's going to take something that is small and really open up to the world. And it's kind of like the people who get it will get it. And the people who don't do not matter, because the people who get it are going to ride and die for you so hard. So the past, what are you needing to leave behind? What in the past are you needing to leave behind? We're getting the Knight of Pentacles. So this idea of slow progress, this idea of slowly building, I think the energy you need to leave behind right now is you're very, very energetically supercharged. And it's like you could have seen, okay, this is my 10-year plan, my whatever 20-year plan. And you're seeing, okay, the slow growth of how it's going to go from here to here. You need to kind of throw that out of the window and supercharge. You're getting the signals right now that things are moving quickly. You're feeling the impulses of almost as if like you're going to suddenly like be on an elevator if you're a musician. All of a sudden, it's like the big executive is in the elevator and you can just pitch to them. And there's a voice being like, pitch to them. Just do it. And it's like, do it. You're going to be getting cues and signals from the universe. Literally, God right now is like aligning you to the fast track. So what you need to leave behind is this slow and steady mindset. Like I'm big on like, you don't want to burn yourself out and you don't want to do too much, but really what's coming forward is do like what you're capable of and also try to like push yourself without burning out. Like, I don't want this to become something unhealthy, but it's very much so like you have been in a period of rest and recovery, and now it's time for you to stand up and step into the limelight and like, it's not about like restricting yourself anymore. Like, okay, I'm going at a comfortable pace because things are coming fast. And I think the true North Star for you is trusting that it feels right. Like, does this feel inauthentic? Does it feel fake? Does it feel whatever? And it's like, what's coming forward is like this YouTube drama I was watching. There's like this TikToker who does like super frugal living, but like, girl, like, I don't know, I've seen some of his TikToks and it's like, that's like extreme. I forget what his name is. But I don't want to start no drama on here, but like he goes really extreme and it's like, oh, like he's very opinionated and like people were calling him out because he just did like a sponsorship with like DoorDash, and he would constantly talk trash about how people were so stupid about ordering DoorDash. And it's like, girl, like, I get it, like, okay, get your coin, but like this is so not aligned with your message. It's so contradictory to what you've been saying and you've been believing. You're not trying to promote like a money saving app or something like that. Like, you're literally like, I don't know, for me it just felt like you're taking money from the devil, right? Like, if you're somebody who focuses on fitness and then you're gonna do a deal with like McDonald's, girl, like, that ain't, that something ain't right. That's the misalignment, because it just feels like, okay, great, you're doing it for not for your community, not for the benefit of what you're cultivating, but for money. And it's like, I don't blame anyone for getting their coin, but at the same time, where's your credibility, your authenticity? And so 100% be true and honor yourself. If it feels right for you, go for it. So the strengths. What is actually helping you in this situation? Oh my god, the Ace of Pentacles. So blessings, abundance, and wealth. It'll honestly, money raining from the sky. You are going to find yourself in positions where it literally is divinely ordained and orchestrated, where it just feels as if like strawberries are blooming in the winter. Like that's the image I'm seeing. There's this phrase, it's called strawberry spring, where like in the spring it becomes unusually like warm and it's almost as if like the strawberries are going to bloom and then it gets cold again. But like that could apply here because it's like you're getting a window of opportunity where it's very much like we're getting cold winter and all of a sudden it's warm and it's like right around the time where it's like, okay, things are happening and it's going to be cold again. So it's like you are finding yourself in this window of opportunity. So that's why I'm really feeling like what you need to leave behind is the Knight of Pentacles, who is the slowest knight in the deck. The Knight of Pentacles is a guy who is about slow and steady growth. They're like compound investments, and like the pentacles are one of the like they're the slowest moving suit, but it's almost as if once they come, they're there for a very long time. They're very, very like once they settle down, girl, you've got sustainable energy here. But like the energy coming forward for what is helping you right now, you are being divinely helped, and this is really pertaining to money. So it's as if like if you find yourself coming toward like a brick wall, all of a sudden the resources are gonna like literally be divinely coming your way, or like, you know what I mean? Like you spend your last $20 on your business, all of a sudden something is gonna come out of the woodwork, like out of nowhere, and be like, oh, here's so and so amount of money to help you just, get through the week. Allow yourself to receive it. I think you need to just stay very aligned with what is right for you. So what's coming to you in the near future is you're gonna be discerning. So I was picking up and I wanted to hold my tongue on this. It's like there's now no need to be reckless. Do not be doing things to kind of prove it to other people, to be flashy, to show off, to be kind of like, oh, look at me. You need to be very much focused on doing things from a very personal point of view of like what feels right, pardon me, rather than what would other people think. You're being called right now to be very, very selective and critical and like quick decision making about what is helping, what is hindering you. So very like quickly, there's going to be events, circumstances with people involved where you're going to need to be able to state your opinion and almost be like have a sharp tongue. When you say no, mean it. When you say yes, and it's like very much so, there's an element of gossip and like it's very, very like on the periphery, but not like it's really getting like you may hear whispers of it, but it's like some people might be talking mad-ish behind your back and you're like, it's not your worry to worry about that, but if somebody comes to you, you are going to shut it down and be very confident about like where you stand, what your values are. That's what I really, really want to get to. But getting tongue. But there's a lot of quick moving energy here, so it's like you're gonna need to be very like mentally agile because what's coming in there, it really does feel like abundance, blessing, and you being able to be like to cut out the people that are, you know what I mean, like working in the shadows and not in your favor. So what is the advice you need to hear right now? The advice that you need to hear right now is be receptive to like new opinions, and I don't want to say like criticism, but like criticism coming from a point of like betterment. So if somebody's coming to you and like genuinely, and you're gonna feel it. If somebody's coming to you just to talk ish and like talk you down and be like, oh, who do you think you are, that kind of energy, leave it. Throw them out, like throw that energy out there, throw them out. But if there's somebody coming to you and they're pointing out like, oh, I feel, oh, this might actually be better for you, or blah, 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 and it's coming from a genuine place and you can feel it. Trust your judgment, trust your discernment. If you can feel that they're coming from a genuine place, just know that that'll actually be in your benefit. We all have our blind spots, and there is like really, really, it feels like God is working through messengers. And let this be a confirmation of if I'm getting anything right, you're on the right path, right? So keep doing what you're doing, but allow benefit from like God's messengers, from people who you feel are divinely connected, or like in some way like they're like a messenger for the good, a messenger that actually is here to help you, not like an agent of the devil. That's like, you can feel when somebody is an agent of the devil and they're up to mischief, buffoonery. None of that. We're throwing that out. So what is some sort of like energy about the environment? Oh, we're okay. So you are in very fertile ground. So the energy and the space that you're entering into is very much what I'm seeing is like, if you're an entrepreneur, you're entering spaces where there's more people with entrepreneurial spirit. And I'm really picking up the energy of like, if you've been somebody who's struggled with like with work, if you've been somebody who's really struggled with wealth, maintaining money, keeping money, sustaining money, you're entering a space right now where it's very much like this thing that takes off, this thing you're working on, it's going to start opening doors. And you're going to be getting into positions where you're meeting other people who are very like Midas touch. They're able to like touch and gold happens, and they're going to be able to see that in you. And there's going to be like a flourishing of projects that generate wealth and abundance. And it's like, I'm not, okay, knock on wood, but it's like, what I'm not saying is, oh, this isn't going to work. But if, for those of you in the collective where this project you're working on, it gets like a little success and all of a sudden it's like, you know what I mean? You can see the wheels are starting to fall off and it's not working out. Just know that you're going to be in an environment like very soon. You're entering it like literally as I'm speaking of like, there's going to be other people or there's going to be situations that allow you to pivot, move on to something else, or even pivot this to like realign to like more forward growth and momentum. It's not like, if whatever you're working on doesn't work out, I mean, I'm feeling a little like, oh, trepidations, but like, if it doesn't work out, you're taking the skills with you. But there's a very, very positive energy here where it's like, what you need to be focused on is the growth and like the progress, because you're being aligned with prosperity, money, wealth. We're getting a lot of financial cards here, and it's very much, it's like once your ducks are in a row, once everything is in alignment, it's stable. It's like an immovable rock. But we got to get there first, right? Like, you got to be in the right situation, the right position for that to happen. And you're being moved, but it's like, it's a shooting star energy. So it's like, you got a window, you got to make the right move in this time frame. I do believe, I'm a big believer in like, what's meant for you won't pass you by. But at the same time, when you have a window of opportunity, you have got to jump for it, take it, grab, like, you know what I mean? Grab it by both hands. And like, let's see with that energy, like hopes and fears. As I'm saying that, we are getting the most abundant card in the deck. The biggest, take your best case scenario, multiply it by 10. There is generational wealth here. There is so much success, happiness, literally being able to take care of yourself, your loved ones, your family, your pets. You got a little puppy, little kitty cat you want to take care of and spoil. Honey, you got it. Like, there is this beautiful, like, I just want to show you guys. Look at this beautiful energy. We've got 3 generations. We got the dogs. We got a little baby. That's a baby. That's a little baby there. And being in a space of just abundance and success and growth. This is like such a positive, this is literally one of the most positive cards in the decks. So just know that the higher you aim, the further you go, the greater the reward. Allow yourself to dream big, be big, and do not operate from ego. That's really coming through strongly. So the potential outcome is the King of Cups. Someone who is in emotional fulfillment. So somebody, you're going to be in an energy of like just feeling as if your ships are coming in, that a satisfaction, that everything is aligned and going well, and you're able to be in a position of like, your inner child is so happy. You're going to be in a state of play. You're going to be able to be seen as a victor, like very much getting a very prosperous energy, but like a very victorious energy too, where other people are seeing you in such a great limelight. And it's like coming out of like, so the energy that's really strongly coming forward, it's like for a long period of your life, you felt as if you were like lost in a jungle in the forest. And it's like you didn't know what path to take, and you were just very like exploring, figuring things out. But now it's almost as if everything you've learned, you're able to like alchemize, and it's all catalyzing, where it's like you learn this here, you learn this skill, and all of a sudden it's coming together, and you're seeing the bigger picture of, oh, I do this, and like all of a sudden all your skills, all your abilities, all of this internal confidence is coming together to catapult you into where you need to be, and you need to be operating from that end goal space of like, yeah, there is a thing of like feeling imposter syndrome, where like, I don't know if I can do it. Do not operate from that. Operate from a space of you knowing, believing, and just like being so confident that you like life is lifing, and like you got this. You are there, and people will believe you. You are in this, you have this very, very like seductive energy, but like not in like a sexual way, but like this energy where it's intoxicating, where whatever you say, people are willing to listen. And it's almost like this very, very like charming smile, where it's almost like you smile and then people's hearts melt, and like they're able to hear your words and the truth of you. So if you, that's why I'm saying you have to be authentic right now, because if you're trying to be like a sleazy, like, I want to say like, I don't like, if anyone is a used car salesman, I don't like, I'm not trying to like talk down to you or anything, but you know what I mean, like the energy of like a sleazy used car salesman who's trying to sell like a clunker, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, like very, very sly and like gross energy. We're not doing that. But because people will pick up on that, your energy, like people are able to like feel it in their hearts, your intention. And when you're coming from a place of like uplifting not only the world, but like your situation and whatever it is you're doing, you're going to be in alignment with the right people, and they're really, really going to hear you. Bestie, I'm so excited. This is such an amazing positive message. I legitimately love you so much. And until next time, mwah, 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 bye.